Hey guys, Colt from ColtFitness here, and today we're going to talk about the 3 most common myths of squats. So the first myth we're going to talk about is probably the most common when it comes to squats, and it's that your knee should stay behind your toe in order to prevent injury when squatting. A lot of trainers learn that in school and in your certification classes that your knee needs to stay behind your toe when you're showing clients proper form. And if you think about it, your knee goes over your toe quite a bit in everyday life activities. Like for sitting down, you are hinging at your hip, hinging at your knee, and your knee goes over your toe. Also, when you're climbing stairs, if you have a long stride, you skip a step, your knee will go over your toe when you're in that deep lunge. Especially if you are someone that's taller with longer limbs, your knee needs to go over your toe in order for you to reach that angle at your knee so you're parallel to the floor at your quad and your femur, which is considered the standard depth for a lot of trainers. So do not be afraid if your knee goes over your toe, just make sure all other parts of your form is correct in the squat. Myth number 2 is that butt wink is bad for a squat. What a butt wink is when you're squatting down past parallel, your hips have a tendency to rotate underneath themselves. And what happens is your spine comes out of that neutral position, you fall forward, and your back starts arching a little bit. So butt wink is not bad for your squat whatsoever. What I would do to kind of avoid any type of injury is when your butt starts curling underneath itself, I would bring that spine back a little bit more so you're more upright and that spine is still neutral and it's able to take that weight on your back a little bit safer. Myth number 3 is that ass to grass squats are more beneficial than parallel squats. What ass to grass squat? Say that 3 times fast. What ass to grass squats are is when your hips, instead of stopping at parallel, are going down all the way to the back of your heels pretty much. So what studies have found is when you do ass to grass squats, your muscle fibers are pulled apart more, and these cross bridges right here where they're touching is minimized, and you want more cross bridges in order to produce more power and strength. And so when you go to ass to grass, those cross bridges are minimalized, and this causes a reduction in power and strength output. So it's more beneficial to stop at parallel so those cross bridges are maximalized. Is that even a word? So those cross bridges are maximized and you're able to squat more weight, causing more hypertrophy and muscle growth. Another study found that individuals that do ass to grass squats use more elastic power when they go below parallel. And this elastic power does not translate into hypertrophy or muscle growth quite as much. And what elastic power is, if you think of a rubber band, it snaps back together quickly. Elastic power is the same thing, like if you drop really quick into a squat and then bounce up, it places a lot of strain and tension on your muscle fibers, your cross bridges, your joints, tendons, ligaments, all those things, and it can cause more injury that way. So to wrap this video up, your knees can go past your toes in a squat. Butt wink is an okay thing if you know how to make the right adjustments, and ass to grass squats are not always better than parallel squats. So get out there and keep squatting. And I really hate that I just said that. So see you later.